From the pre-release footage that I saw earlier this year, it was clear to me that the team at Blue 12 Studio had a very specific vision in mind. The neon signs that populate the environments and how they beautifully reflect off the puddles and engulf the play area in a warm and vibrant glow had me hooked from the start. I mean, this visual style, it's so up my street, we're practically neighbours. But is it enough for me to consider this a game pass, or do the visuals only serve to mask what is essentially a game fail that is not worth your time? In Stray, you play as a cat that gets separated from its family. Lost, you traverse neon-lit alleyways and explore a decaying cyber city in the hopes of returning to your home. Along the way, you meet an interesting cast of characters and uncover the secrets of the world around you. When it comes to recreating that neon cyberpunk aesthetic we've seen in movies like Blade Runner and Akira, this game knows what it's doing. It's an incredible world to explore, and I'm hesitant to show much more of the visuals because honestly, half of the fun of this game is in the joy of discovering what Blue 12 have created. When creating an immersive experience like this, sound design is key. I mean, you can practically hear the visuals the second you see them. A world like this carries an expectation for synth-infused lo-fi beats to study to. And in that regard, the game doesn't disappoint. The audio throughout is a joy to listen to, and it complements the play areas and set pieces so well. The cities feel more alive as a result, and equally, the stealth and chase sequences are intensified thanks to this wonderful soundtrack. One of Stray's greatest strengths is how easy it is to pick up and play. Within a few minutes of controlling the little outsider, you've learned pretty much all you need to know to fully explore the world that lies ahead of you. This really comes into play when you enter the slums. It's the first real open area that you can freely explore at your own pace. What I loved about this area is the verticality. It's here that the game shines in its cat gameplay. Traversing the world and leaping from object to object, exploring rooftops, side streets, and entering buildings through open windows and air vents feels natural and effortless. One could say it's perfect. Sorry about that. Where was I? Yes, this area was such a pleasant surprise to me because I knew very little about the game going into it, and the introduction was fairly linear in structure, so I had assumed that it was going to be an experience kind of similar to Little Nightmares or Inside, in that it would be a collection of set pieces that were strung together by puzzles and platforming with little room for exploration. I had no idea there would be a hub area with secrets to find, characters to interact with, and a storefront. It got me incredibly excited for the rest of the game. Unfortunately though, the game fails to outdo itself from this moment on. While Midtown is aesthetically the best part of the game, it doesn't quite capture the same free-flowing traversal nature of the slums. Gone are the interconnecting rooftops with platforms that seem to effortlessly connect the player from one area to the next, and in its place is a much more dense and compact environment that, while still providing platforms and opportunities to scale the environment, seem much more constricting and cumbersome to navigate. For example, the slums rewarded exploration at every turn, and there were multiple ways to arrive at a destination. In Midtown, however, there were one too many platforms that led nowhere, resulting in a rather linear feeling level design and one that didn't necessarily reward exploration the way the previous open area had. Having said that, much like the slums, there are secrets to explore and characters to meet in Midtown, but for me, there was just something special about the slums that made it feel like a much more lived-in environment. I guess if I were to grade this game, I would say that Stray is a solid game that comfortably achieves what it sets out to do, while leaving plenty of room for improvement and perhaps a few areas that could have been expanded upon. At around 5 hours in length, it never outstays its welcome, and if anything, it left me wanting more. It's a solid B+, and it's well worth your time. Consider this game a Game Pass. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed what you saw, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel for more Game Pass or Game Fail videos. Additionally, let me know what you thought of the grade. Do you agree or do you disagree? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next one.